This is the morning after cleaning the whole cage out. One thing I'm really excited about, Randall's super sad I put him out the room. So you'll hear him squeaking. He's the kitty cat, the bigger, older guy. One thing you'll notice that I'm excited about is this, the feeder. I took the dispenser top off, and now it's just a cup with a lid on, with holes drilled in the side. And we'll just watch them successfully use it a few times here. This is the first morning that I woke up and it wasn't an empty food cup. So that is definitely saving me a lot of feed. Instead of it ending up at the bottom of the litter, at the bottom of the cage, it's not allowing them to get in there and kick it around, but it is allowing them to put their heads in. And then when they do that thing where they fling with their beaks, it just still stays in the cup. So that is excellent. I'm going to start mixing this ground up crumbles with whole-sized crumbles, because I think they're starting to get big enough to handle full-size crumbles. At this point, I could be wrong. But I also thought you might be interested, in addition to, the fact that they still really like their cup. But once that's empty, I am going to transition them off of that, because the other thing they like is digging in that corner where the big one just went for what was dropped before. So when I get in there to clean out their water, I'm going to dump this cup that this bird's in onto the floor so that the bird can dig for it instead. It's pretty messed up anyway. And then wash out the water, replace the paper towel that's under the water. And did I already say I'm going to start putting full-size crumbles in the cup? I hope I did. I think they're getting big enough for it, but I want to mix it because I don't want them to have to all of a sudden do that, But that is really nice. Look at that. Bird happily eating without wasting everything. That's so great. Usually you see this done with a shoebox, and sometimes with tubes as like hoppers on top. And this is just scaled to fit in a brooder. And the holes are a little bit closer to the ground. That's really the main difference. You can also get an idea of how filthy they get after a day. The bedding is absorbing things, so it's fine. But the paper towel needs changed 1 to 2 times a day. And I have the paper towel under there because when they kick up their bedding, they kick their bedding directly into their water. But their water needs changed at least twice a day because it gets filthy pretty immediately, and I don't want them to be drinking completely filthy water. So, yeah. Heating element's still on today, and I think I'll turn it off soon because the day's starting to warm up. It's like 11 or 11:30 or something. So, as the day warms up, then they'll be able to enjoy the heat ambient, but at nighttime it gets chillier, and as we discussed yesterday, my bathroom is not heated, and the door has had to be closed. It's not heated because this is a turn-of-the-century 1903 house, so it didn't initially have a bathroom, and it had radiator heat, and still does. The radiator's on the other side of the room next to this. It's not in here, so I can't leave the door closed for long in the winter time. As such, I would not be, I think I would only probably only incubate and brood eggs in the summertime, spring through summer, as I'm growing this flock from 5 birds to whatever the heck I do, I don't know. Yeah. We'll take a look a little later on In fact, maybe I'll pause it and show it, because this is still pretty short. I'll pause, clean up their water, and then we'll go down and look at how far I got on the brooder, or I keep mixing up the word hutch and brooder, but the hutch is pretty well done. I just want to adjust one door latch and put a handle on it. But it is in really good, ready-to-go type of shape, and I'm excited and kind of want to show it off. So we can go do that next. We'll watch them eat for just a few more moments here. They're figuring that out really well, and I like the clear top because then I can still tell when it's empty. I would probably just use a full-size yogurt container, but you can't fill it past the lips of the holes. So, yep. Full-size yogurt container so they don't jump on top of it is easy, but they haven't jumped on top of it or spilled it yet. We'll see how it goes. Hubbard's. I may end up putting a rock in the bottom too, like a small but heavy one. Piece of brick or something, so that they're not knocking it over. I love how quick they figured it out. The big one figured it out first, and then everybody just learned it from them. Hubbard's. Okay, it's time to clean you, and then we'll go look at your hutch. Gonna put you on pause. You can tell I'm reaching for the top here, because they're like, what's happening? Alright, pause. Okay, so the hutch is upside down and still covered in tools, but I got a lot done last night after dark. Mainly just getting all of these screws in, which will hold the floor on, but also allow me to replace the floor should I ever need to do so. A lot of sources say that you should use 1/2-inch coated hardware cloth. And this is 1/2-inch uncoated because with COVID-19, getting the exact right thing wasn't exactly easy. And then I also installed, this needs the eye. It's got the hook, but it still needs an eye installed. And the barrel bolts. This one I actually want to move it over, but then something I thought of after the fact is I used much shorter screws here. This is not focusing correctly. And then I used washers to help stabilize because the little heads weren't wide enough to hold. And that means it doesn't go the whole way through with the sharp bits. But this one, I may move it over, I may not. I'm unsure, because this is a little bit of a fragile corner, and if critters are trying to dig into it from this, this is the thing with using scrap wood, is sometimes you get stuff that's just not quite right. Also, it kind of crumbled while I was cutting it, and there's a small gap here, which overall I think that's going to be fine, but it's something for me to think about once I flip it upright. I'm also going to install, I ordered this for the hinges because it was the cheapest combo, so it's got the eye that I need for the hook and eye, but this hook and eye has that thing. It's the spring trap hook and eye. I ordered it for the hinges, but then I ended up finding some, but extra hinges is never bad, I swear, I never have enough. And then, the handle, because it will be a lot easier to have a handle right here. Yeah, so I can actually clean the tools off of this and flip it upright today, and I think I'm going to do so. I was also realizing that, there's probably going to be critters hopping up on top of this a lot, and do I want to move this over a bit? Maybe turn it this way. It would allow both sides to be accessible on the shelves a little better, but it'll also allow it to be a little bit farther away. Just like how the kitten uses things like first the storage cabinet in the window, and then the fridge to get to the door. I finally witnessed it. I understand how the kitty gets up there from both directions. There's 2 ways they do it now. But just like that, a little bit more of a gap might be better. I don't know. Because there are raccoons and groundhogs. I don't think the groundhogs will care, but the raccoons will. The raccoons will be all over the place. So, yeah. And we'll do a garden tour. As you can see, I took the weather protection off the trees and stuff so they wouldn't cook, but I never took them in. Like, I never put stuff away. But this is the kind of day we're having. Hope you're enjoying. Take care. Bye. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe if you want to. Especially if you made it the whole way to the end of this video. Thanks. Bye.